Joining me on the phone this morning for the Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities is Karen Ream, and we're going to talk to Karen here in just a couple of minutes. But first of all, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities. As you know, they have a levy coming up on November the 6th when we go to the polls on Election Day, and they're asking you to support the levy for Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities. In the last few weeks, we've been talking about how the MRDD in Marion County touches over 800 lives every year, nearly 100 children receiving early intervention services, over 100 athletes competing in Marion County Special Olympics, and that, in fact, was going on just last week. But Karen Ream wanted to spend a little time with us today talking a little bit about the parent perspective of what happens at Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities. Karen, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you, Paul. I'm glad to be here with you.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. And one of the things I know that you wanted to talk a little bit about is that parent perspective and some of the things that you feel that folks need to know before they go to the polls in regards to the Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities. So talk for a minute or two about your experience with Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Well, first of all, I'm one of the older parents, so I have an older child. So my son is 43, and he's been involved with the program for a long time. It's made a huge difference in our lives because of the way that it has given Christopher a more typical life and us a more typical life. I just want to thank everyone for making that possible. This is something that my son and I do every day. We go to Speedway, and Chris always gets a drink, an iced tea or something like that. And they are just wonderful to him. They are the most amazing employees there. And we were gone for a while, and when Chris came back, they hugged him and really made him feel important and valuable, but it really made me feel that too.
I think those are really good comments. I mean, obviously the board has been around for over 50 years. It's evolved into what it is today. But the big thing is, obviously, one of the things that they push with Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities is they're working with children from birth all the way to death. They are helping them throughout the way. So as children, as teenagers, as young adults, as adults and older adults, seeing through the whole process. And you've really been through that for the last 40 plus years, right?
Absolutely. It is. It has been a long time, but I've seen so much good come from the community support. We've been able to be involved in more partnerships in the community. My son has been exposed to more things. You can work in the community. You can, you're out there living in the community. You're learning. It's everything that you can want for your child that is struggling.
Yep.
So, it's a difficult situation because through no fault of their own, these people are in a situation where they can be living a pretty difficult life, but the people in this community have made a difference and made it easier. And I couldn't be more appreciative of the support that the board has received over the last 50-some years.
Fantastic. That is good stuff. Marion County Board of Developmental Disabilities, the levy is November 6th. It's on the ballot. They ask for your support. Close to 80 services provided through the community and employment services of Marion County Developmental Disabilities, and we would love for you to help to continue with those.